Hello everyone, welcome to Anime Know Me, and thank you for joining us for another One Piece video. The final outcome of the whole story of One Piece is still uncertain, and there are many events that can still happen in this final saga, where we're seeing pirates, sailors, and even revolutionaries mobilizing to conquer territories and get ready to take on their final and ultimate goal of our story. Currently, our protagonist Luffy still remains firm in his objective to become king of the pirates by obtaining the greatest treasure in the world, the one called the One Piece. But that makes us wonder, what will be the next goal after the Straw Hats and Luffy get it, and what are they going to do next? So in today's video, we're going to talk about the final events of One Piece, what could happen after Luffy manages to obtain the greatest treasure in the world, what he'll end up doing with the One Piece, and what the final outcome of the story could actually be. But before we dive into the video, if you're new to the channel or even if you've watched a bunch of our videos, we'd be absolutely honored if you'd leave us a like and even subscribe and maybe leave us a comment letting us know what you thought of the video. It really helps us out and it motivates us to make more content. And if you'd like to help out the channel in a bigger way, consider sharing this video or another one of your favorites with a friend. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So my friends, currently in One Piece, there are several events taking place at once. Events that will end up deciding the fate of our story, where pirates and even the world government want to find that great mysterious treasure that was left 800 years ago on Laugh Tale. In this last chapter of One Piece, we saw that Teach and Law are still fighting on an island near Wano to get information that they have to get even closer to the possibility of finding the One Piece treasure. As for Kid and Killer, they too are going to an island nearby Wano as well, where they intend to go find a man who has a scar that can help them find the last remaining road poneglyph. Meanwhile, the Straw Hats, along with Bonnie, are helping Vegapunk to get off his island, as CP0 are currently invading the place to take his life. And even Admiral Kizaru is on his way to Egghead to finish off the pirates that are there. All of these different events are being triggered for only one purpose: to find the One Piece. Something of extreme importance to our story, something that could change the entire world if found and shared with the rest of the world. It's difficult to theorize what the One Piece treasure actually is, because this is the greatest mystery of our entire story, and there are many possibilities for this treasure to be. Its description is something very simple and generic, although Oda has said it is something tangible and not something like the treasure was the journey. So this has allowed many fans to create many different ideas and theories and hypotheses about what the One Piece actually is. Over the years, Oda has given us some small hints regarding this mystery that he's kept for so long, both within the story and through information given to us by some character or even during interviews and SBS segments. As I just mentioned, during the past, Ichiro Oda himself confirmed in an interview with Momo Sakura that the One Piece is not something like the journey itself, or was the true treasure, or something similar to a sentimental reward. The treasure really is something physical and powerful. This treasure has the ability to shake the entire world with its revelation, something Roger and even Odin kept secret until their final days. For only the worthy person or worthy party would be able to discover this great mystery that has always been present in the world of One Piece. So as Roger approached his end with a smile on his face, he was indeed the man who came closest to finding the treasure, although it really wasn't his real desire in the first place. He declared in his final words that the world would be shaken to its core when the One Piece was found, further claiming that the One Piece existed for a new generation of pirates to seek out, and he started a whole new generation of pirates that caused even more trouble for the Navy and the world government. This could mean that when this treasure is found, the person responsible for it would be able to do whatever they want to the entire world. This treasure may be really the only way to make the world change the way its wielder wants. So this could mean that if the One Piece were ever found by a dangerous character like Marshall D. Teach, it's gonna be a big problem for everyone, because he could destroy and potentially rebuild the world any way he wants, in any vision he wants. He would become someone with so much power, his reign could be absolute, and he'd definitely become the king of the pirates. But again, let's remember that this was something that Roger never really wanted to. I mean, he managed to find the One Piece, or at least its location, and he understood the great power that this treasure possessed. However, he was never able to take the treasure for himself, nor was he able to use the great power this treasure held. The world only considered Roger the king of the pirates because he was able to find that final island. But he never really used what he had in this treasure to really ever be the king of the pirates. Something interesting to note is that Don Quixote do Flamingo made a very similar statement about Marijoa's national treasure, potentially referring to the large straw hat that is frozen and only Im-sama has access to. Many have speculated that the One Piece treasure has some connection with that hat that is frozen, and it could be Joy Boy, since previously this great treasure that everyone is looking looking for belong to him. However, before anything bad could happen to him or the whole world if this treasure fell into the wrong hands, Joy Boy hid the treasure in a secret island where only a certain map would be able to find it. And as we're currently following in our story, Luffy and several other pirates are in search of this map known as the Road Poneglyphs, having 4 scattered around the world, and whoever manages to find all 4 and decipher them will be able to finally get the right direction to find Laugh Tale and therefore this treasure. And this is something that Luffy and the Straw Hats are as close to as they could ever be to accomplishing, because Luffy and his crew have 3 of the 4 Road Poneglyphs, leaving just 1 for Luffy to find to get the correct direction to the island of Laugh Tale. Now obviously this last goal is not going to be easy. In this final saga, Oda is explaining all the mystery that he's been creating throughout the entire work, such as the sun god Nika, the mystery that he has on the island of Elbaf, the ancient kingdom, and many other mysteries that'll be answered in this final saga. In fact, one of the main mysteries that we fans have been waiting for a long time to be revealed has been happening in these current chapters and are being revealed by Dr. Vegapunk. However, because of the current events and CP0 attacking Egghead Island, Vegapunk's only been able to reveal a little bit about the overall secret of Devil Fruits. So the meeting of Luffy and Vegapunk is still gonna take a while to reach its final climax. And then there is the big battle that Oda has foreshadowed for quite a long time, one that he stated would be even bigger than the one that took place in Marineford, possibly being the great and final battle that'll decide who will be the last to survive to dispute and handle and possess this great treasure. We can already guess that this battle would not only include the Straw Hats, but the Kid Pirates, Heart Pirates, Blackbeard Pirates, Navy, World Government, and the Revolutionaries, among other pirate crews that are looking to change the world. During this battle, the Straw Hats will have to face off against several enemies and possibly even former allies in order to achieve their ultimate goal of finding the One Piece. However, we also have to remember that each Straw Hat has a dream of their own. Some of these dreams will come true during the journey to the treasure, like Zoro's, where he dreams to become the greatest swordsman in the world. And we have to know that there's gonna be an opportunity for him to duel Mihawk once again. And we also know that Nami has a dream of mapping the entire world, because there is no one map that shows the entire world of One Piece. Another dream that I know not only Brook, but the rest of us fans are looking forward to is his heartfelt reunion with Laboon again, as well as Sanji's goal to find the All Blue, which is only gonna happen after the Straw Hats manage to find the One Piece treasure and move on to their final journey to achieve all of their companions' dreams. Now this obviously is gonna come with many difficulties and many powerful enemies to defeat, and it's even possible that we may lose some very important comrades along the way. But the Straw Hats will manage to find the One Piece, obtaining for themselves this great treasure beyond all knowledge in the world. And with it, they will finally be able to bring down the world government and free the people who have had their liberties taken away by the world nobles, in addition to being able to help other races such as the fishmen come to the surface who have been oppressed for so long by other human beings. The Straw Hats will be able to bring a definitive and final peace to the world, allowing all races to live in perfect harmony without any prejudice, something that Luffy already promised Jinbei when they first met. Once all the crew members have finished fulfilling their goals and dreams, the Straw Hats will then be able to disband, each going to their desired location to live out the rest of their lives, thus retiring from the position of the Pirate King's crew. Each could then form their own life and have their own descendants who will be able to become a pirate just like them, but in search of yet another treasure, because the greatest treasure in existence will have already been obtained by the Straw Hat Pirates. It's even possible that the Straw Hats might just leave the One Piece in the same location, or even in a new location, allowing a whole new generation of pirates to arise and search for the One Piece. Something similar to what Shanks did in the past, giving up his goal of being the greatest swordsman in the world and even finding the One Piece to allow the new generation to find the treasure. And by placing this trust in the next generation, Luffy might even pin his hopes on the next generation continuing the peace, that next generation will emerge in the future and allow young pirates to live the same experience that the Straw Hats did and have already witnessed and lived. And in this way, a new adventure would emerge for the new pirates in search of fulfilling their own dream, depending only on Oda's will if he would follow this new adventure of the novice pirates or not. But with all that said, my friends, we'd now love to know what you think about it. When do you think we might see the end of our wonderful story of One Piece? I mean, as much as all of us would love to see this go on forever, we know that Oda does have an end in mind. So what do you think? Will it be Luffy that gets to the One Piece first, or somebody like Blackbeard? Will it be a battle between those two crews that decides who truly becomes the king of the pirates? And also, what do you think the sway is that the One Piece has over the world. We know that it's something physical, so do you think it's a weapon, or knowledge that by having it is, in fact, the most powerful weapon? Let us know what you think in the comments below. So as we wrap up our video for the day, we'd like to thank you so much for watching the video, especially those of you who've stayed with us here to the very end. Be sure you comment on any themes or ideas that you'd like to see in future videos. And also, since you made it this far, give us a like and hit that red subscribe button before you head out to take on the rest of your day. Hope to see you all in our next video, and let's keep sailing this giant sea together. Take care.